people. It is characterized by free and fair elections, the protections of individual rights and freedom. The goal of democracy is a freedom to vote. What is political institution? Political institutions are the bodies which makes up the whole mechanism of a government. Political institutions are concerned with the distribution of power in society. What are the differences between political institutions and political structures? Political institutions and political structures are closely related. Both have distinct meanings. Political institution refers to the formal and informal organization, rules, procedures that shape and govern political behavior within a society. On the other hand, political structures refers to overall framework or arrangement of political institution within a particular political system. It refers to the way in which people institutions are organized, interact, and function within a society.
From political philosophy to sociological analysis. Institutions, as they are understood in the present context, constitute common frameworks regulating social behavior of individuals and organizations, as well as basic social conflicts. As such, they reflect viable social compromises, in some cases, even consensus. So, the example of social conflict is, or a group conflict occurs when two or more actors oppose each other in a social interaction, reciprocally exerting social power in an effort to attain scores in incompatible goals and prevent the opponent from attaining them. Yet, even if conflicts are mitigated, they do not disappear. So dili ka even daw nga mag-mitigate pa daw sila, dili daw sila mawala. And they think several forms, not only as conflicts over divergent interests but as normative dilemmas, as goal conflicts, and as competing interpretation of how institutions are supposed to work. Thus, institutions become arenas for the exertion of power, given that institutions emerge and change by processes of differentiation, innovations. They are widely divergent in their modes of functioning. Thus, the relationship between them reflects complementarity and tensions at the same time. The prevalence of dilemmas, tensions, and conflicts within institutions points to the silence of democratic deliberation and conflict resolution.
Democratic the economy. The economy dominated by overarching ambivalence between autonomy and the hierarchy. At the most general level between the rules of producer and consumer and the rules of manager and workers. In the role of consumer, citizens are basically in an autonomous position. In the role of producer, they are placed into the restricted hierarchy system. Democratic is, ang demokrasya sa ekonomiya ay ang nahuhulugan sa paggawa ng sistemang pang-ekonomiya na higit sa participatory. Pantay siya or pantay or patas para sa atong tanan. Ito ay tungkol sa paglipat ng pangkulturang ekonomiya. Welfare state institution in democracy. The basic task of the welfare state is the include of the citizen in the regular participation in society. The welfare state is composed of several basic institutions. Here, the discussion in the most limited to institution for healthcare and social security. Welfare state measure in the field I am at the maintaining or restoring as far as typically possible the ability of citizen to act as free and productive individual. Ang welfare state, institution, and democracy is ang isang manager at ang mga magagawa ng dalawang pangunahing tungkulin sa anumang organisasyon o negosyo. Dua siya basta mga ito siya. Ang manager ay isang responsibilidad sa pagkakontrol o panggagasiwa sa lahat o bahagi ng isang kumpanya o katulad ng organisasyon.
Democracy in media institution. System of information shaped by ruling groups have always been a condition for keeping together societies, larger than local communities. In modern times, the media are institutionalized as a main source of common imagination. By their diffusion to the general public, their institutional character and practical separation from ruling groups are not sufficient. Condition for the media being democratic. In large part of the world, political censorship directly plays a key role in production and diffusion of information. To be democratic, the media must have been freedom of information and of expression as their normative basis. In democratic societies, the media are exposed to two basic dilemmas. First, they are supposed to take a dialectic rebel stance by bringing forth information for discussion among citizens about all kinds of social prospects and problems. Inclusive social deliberation presupposes that media reach out a large number of readers or listeners. The other side of the coin is that most media are private enterprises with a commercial component, and they are expected to bring profit to their shareholders. When reaching out a large audience, it's not only a democratic but also a commercial requirement. Is also unduly invite selections from and trivialization of the news panorama based on
Generalizing institutional norms and conflict. The main social institutions are heterogeneous. They comprise and are even built around deep social dilemmas or conflict that cannot be solved once and for all, but rather necessitate compromises. Thus, if social struggles over compromises and the reformulation of compromises are unavoidable, they are by nature changeable. For this reason, democratic deliberation becomes crucial. So, generalization refers to the process of making broad statement of drawing overarching conclusions based on a specific observation or data. It involves taking individual instances or cases and applying them to a large group or society. And also, generalization can help identify patterns, trends, or regularities in behavior or phenomena. So, if we talk about the institutional forms, institutional are structures or mechanisms within a society that fulfill a specific function, such as education, government, or family. And also, institutional form it refers to the diverse ways these institutions can be organized or structured. Like, for example, different countries may have varied institutional form for their legal system or healthcare system. And also, if we talk about the conflicts, this is arise when there are opposing interests, values, or goals between individuals, groups, or nation. Their conflicts can manifest in various forms, such as social conflicts within a community, political conflicts between different ideologies, or economic conflicts or resources.
Political institutions are essentially the structures that guide the political life of a society. They have several key roles: creating laws, make rules for a society, enforce laws, ensure rules are followed, apply laws, handle consequences when rules are broken, mediate conflict, resolve disputes, make policy, decide on economic and social directions. They are essentially the organization that keeps society orderly and functioning.
Social institution. Social institutions are mechanism or pattern of social order focused on meeting social needs, such as government, economy, education, family, healthcare, and religion. Government is like the rule maker and peacekeeper. It creates laws and ensure everyone follow them for a smooth functioning society. Economy, this is like the marketplace of society. It's where goods and services are produced, distributed, and consumed. Education, this is the learning center of society. It's where knowledge and skill are passed down from one generation to the next. Family. This is the support system of society. It's where we learn our first lessons about how to interact with others and understand our rules. Healthcare. This is the health guard of society. It's responsible for keeping the population healthy and treating those who are sick. And religion. This is the spiritual guide of society. It's provide a system of beliefs and practices and often gives people a sense of purpose and moral guidance. So, it's a nutshell. Social institutions are like the gears in a machine. Each one has a specific role and they all work together to keep society running smoothly.